Hey everyone, how's it going? Ooh, I hope everything's set up right. Should be.
In 800 feet at the traffic circle, take the first exit onto Wisconsin 60 Trunk West.
Let's talk about this next one. Okay, I'm like, what do you mean? Alright, I am about to lose signal here under this bridge. 1 second. At least I assume I lost signal for like a second there. How's everyone doing?
Exit the traffic circle onto Wisconsin
We have a nice,
60 Trunk West.
big, spooky-looking shelf cloud here.
60 Trunk West for 4 miles.
I feel like I get so zoomed in. It's so weird. See how overexposed it is off to the right, too. Crank up my ISO. Anyway, here's a amazing look at the shelf cloud here. We're gonna parallel it for a little bit, and we're probably gonna get stuck in it again for a little bit. When I say again, I mean I was just in that thing for a little while. Just got off the interstate. I'm headed. Where am I headed? I don't even know where I'm going. I'm north of DeForest, Wisconsin. Currently on Wisconsin Road 60 eastbound, headed towards Columbus. I'm about ahead of this shelf cloud here. Just went through Portage area. What town is that? Marcellin. I can't read that town while I'm driving. It's up in Manchester, it looks like right now. Just a bit of a shelf cloud right now. Nothing too crazy or severe going on with it at the moment, but looks cool. Gotta see if I look that way. That will get the camera to expose right, and then ta-da! There we go. Yeah, it's not gonna be permanent. Why is somebody spam calling me? I am a little busy right now. Can't tell if changing the ISO setting right there is making it better or worse. I think it's making it worse. But you can see going under the shelf right now, and then off to the left there, it's all moving kind of straight south, southeast. A little bit of lightning in this thing. If you're in the path of this, it's just some strong winds, maybe. I mean, very, very unlikely, but maybe some small hail. As of now, it's not doing much. I mean, it actually got a little weaker since a little bit ago. Just issued the severe thunderstorm warning again for 60-mile-per-hour winds. And it looks like, and they just updated the camera application that I use, and now it's showing me something different. Unbelievable. Oh yeah, this thing's one big outflow mess. Yeah, you can see the outflow boundary ahead of it. And yeah, this whole thing's just some wind. Strong winds, maybe. Could be. Super strong winds, probably not. At least not now. Alright, not in Columbus yet, am I? No, okay. What town is this? I'm in Arlington, Wisconsin, south of Poynette. How's everyone doing today? Probably not going to be streaming for very long. Mostly because I can't. My streaming bag was not charged, so it's charging right now. And there's a few other things I'm gonna have to charge up while I'm out here, so The live stream today is going to be somewhat secondary, and then if I see anything cool, I'll just try to get pictures of it. Maybe post it on like a separate YouTube video later. But figured I'll stream for however much battery I have right now, and then kind of just go from there. Oops.
At the stop sign, turn right onto US 51 South, I-90 alternate.
Holding the remote upside down, that's why. No one behind me, so I can just hit you with the Shazam. Here's what she looks like. Somebody's coming up behind me. There's a really low cloud right there to my left, but that is... looks like it's detached from the base of the storm, which means no bueno. It ain't severe. If it was attached, you could say it's lowering, like a wall cloud or something, but no, it's nothing. It's not even lined up with anything. Like on radar, that is. Nice, cool, fast-moving clouds. The deep blue color in there, which is kind of cool. But seriously, focus. Quit doing that. I don't get why focus has to change from manual to auto every like 10 minutes. It's getting really annoying. To like refocus the camera every time. There's a good view of the show. A lot of tree debris on the road here. Yeah, this thing's all just tailing directly behind a very obvious looking outflow boundary directly ahead of this stuff. I mean, that's what we're chasing today. It's just this big outflow line here.
In half a mile, at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto Wisconsin 60 truck.
To get to Columbus, I don't know where I want to go. Maybe towards like a Conomowoc area. That's kind of where this looks like it's headed, so just head that way. Also got to try to find my filters. That way I can hopefully, yeah, I can fix that overexposure issue. That'd be nice, not having an extremely overexposed camera. There we go. And that's white balance, so that's not really going to fix it. And then that just makes everything look darker, which I don't know if I like. And it makes it look more real, so I'm going to keep it at that. Looks a little less fake. Got your typical shelf cloud storm coming in. Ooh, all that really heavy rain is starting to catch up to me here. Looks like I stay on this road. If I do. Watertown, Wisconsin. Make our way to Watertown. Sounds like a good idea. Whole Lake County. I don't know if this person's account got hacked or if they're just really trying to reach out to me, but some random person just, you know, I think I know them, but they're spam calling me. They've called me 5 times in the last 10 minutes, and I don't know them enough for them to spam call me for any reason, so it's kind of just like it is what it is. Hang on, everybody. I'm not sure why I don't have. Might be back. Should at least be able to hear me, maybe. This is kind of dumb. Because I can't sit here for too long. No idea why I don't have connection right now, you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. It's spiking up. I think it should be back. Okay. Alright, no idea why I lost connection for so long right there. I should be back now, right? Looks like it. Looks like the darn camera turned on autofocus again. Which is not what I want. I don't want autofocus. Holy cow. Driving straight into the headwind. Again, sorry about that, guys. No idea what made me lose signal for so long there, but be back. Some lightning now. It's starting to pick up again. I mean, you can just tell by this massive outflow boundary here that we're driving straight, like under, that this thing is just one beefy shelf cloud, and that's kind of all it's gonna be. Really bad signal here, but I'm not totally losing signal. Jeff, how's it going? Same old, big old shelf cloud. I'm on my way to Columbus, Wisconsin right now. Shouldn't be too much further from there, and then it's going to be a very short stream. I was not prepared to stream today, wasn't expecting to, so I don't have my battery box or anything, so kind of just winging it right now. It's still rated for 60-mile-per-hour wind and precise tail. Because I don't have my power box, I'm just on Starlink. So when I'm in the weather like this, I mean, I'm not going to have a good signal hardly at all. Yeah, in fact, yep, I just lost it. Sorry for the really video quality. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but I'm just internet. I turn right up ahead here, so I should be getting out of the rain and just very deep potholes full of water here. It's kind of a crappy road. Four more miles driving into it. It sucks. Okay. Ooh, am I coming back a little bit at least? Kinda. Still trying to get out of this rain here. Just be a few more minutes, hopefully. Obviously, since we're chasing the storm, all this rain is headed right where we're headed, so. I'm pretty sure 90% of my signal is coming from Starlink, because I don't have my power box to power my Wii Boost. I don't have the power box to power my video switcher. We're kinda gonna be running low on power sources here. Alright, looks like everything's coming back good. It must be in proximity to a cell tower somewhere nearby, I guess. Signal for a little bit or something. Buffering on my end pretty bad. That was good. Alright. I turn right up ahead here in just about a mile and a half. They'll start taking me south. And hopefully that takes me out of this stuff. Okay. Refresh YouTube. Stand by. Oh yeah, so I lost Starlink right now, so for the time being, while I don't have Starlink, I'm not going to have any Wi-Fi to be able to read chat and stuff. But we're having a good day so far. We got some storms. Don't have to water the lawn or flowers. We got some storms. Had a little bit of a productive day today as well. So, that's nice. Turn onto Schaefer Road. No idea how long I'll be on this road for, but I'll be headed south once I'm on it, so. Start going a little further from the storm. Get back out ahead of it a little ways. Again, if anyone... Nope. Daily signal. Don't tell me there's like a tree down or something up ahead. Or that's just a car going like 10 miles an hour. Still no signal? Looks like it. Well, I'll just pretend I do. Things going good so far. Look like I've lost like signal completely for a while, so hopefully it starts coming back here a little bit better. Lake Mills, Wisconsin. Alright, we're gonna head further south for a little bit. I'm gonna put Lake Mills in the GPS. There we go, looks like the signal's coming back. We just gotta get further south ahead of this. Because staying right on it like this, I mean, we're not gonna have signal at all, but... there's no point streaming if you don't have signal, right? Looks like we're live again though, so that's good. What do you guys think? I probably won't have a good enough signal to do it, but I can try just driving into this thing. Because the way it looks, this is all outflow. It's all just gonna be a big line like this for a while, and it might be worth it just to drive into it, go right into the heart of it, see how severe it actually is. Decent bit of lightning too. We are well behind that gust front. I'll keep trying to get ahead of it for a little bit here. I think that lightning might have been on camera. And it might have been a little bit too far to the side though, or forward. I'm like right in front of the most severe looking part of it. Right where the kind of thickest potential small hail is, and majority of the lightning seems to be kind of right in this part here. If you're enjoying today and sticking around still, I appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button. While I'm driving, I see any cell towers nearby, I may just kind of pull over and park somewhere nearby that cell tower. Somewhere where it's like, oh, I know I have a good cell signal here and I'm not relying on Starlink to stream. So if I can do that, then we'll be sitting good. Or, you know, better, I should say. Lightning definitely seems to be intensifying a little bit too. I keep hearing strikes and really deep thunder behind me. Got Lake Mills in the GPS. I'm not really sure what towns are nearest to me. I'm straight south of Columbus, Wisconsin, straight north of Waterloo. Looks like I'll drive through Waterloo. Maybe Marshall, actually. But as long as I'm headed south on this road, I'll hopefully be staying a bit further ahead of everything. Low bit rate. Still. Don't get too excited. Just about everything I have on me right now is running low on battery, so how long I can stream for is totally just up in the air. Wild guess. No. Well, welcome back, HRRR. It's always nice to see a familiar face around here. Around here. Again, if anyone's just tuning in, we are straight south of Columbus, Wisconsin, headed towards Lake Mills. Just trying to kind of stay out ahead of this. I mean, and when I say stay out ahead of it, I mean get ahead of it. And it looks like there's a cell tower up there, so anywhere around here might be a good spot to just kind of pull over and let it pass if I decide to do that. But now that I'm on this road, I should be able to mosey on up. I do hope it keeps this lightning up. Get some nice lightning strikes maybe, perchance. Oh my god, I just actually used the word perchance. Somebody shoot me. Keep driving south for just a little bit longer, and then we're gonna turn east for a little bit, just for like a mile or two, I think, and then back south from there, hopefully. Hopefully we stay headed south. Again, ooh, that was really bright, but I'm behind a bunch of trees. Lightning definitely struck nearby. I felt the rumble in my butt. Right. We could pull off to the right here, pull over on this road, and then see if that cell tower right there gets struck by lightning. That'd be kind of cool. I think actually this road up here, though, will take me kind of right to it, so we'll keep going. Plus, the longer I sit, the more heavy the rain will get, so we won't be able to see the cell tower for very long. Again, for anyone tuning in, I'm sorry that my service here is going to be kind of crap. I sent in my power battery box thing to get one of the ports, charging ports fixed. And so I don't have that, so I don't have anything to power my Wii Boost or my video switcher. So my video switcher's plugged into like an extension cord, which is plugged into my inverter. And I didn't have my live view. Oh, this guy is turning right. I didn't have my live view charged, so that's charging off the car right now. Just like a little USB-C port. So hopefully that's keeping up. If that doesn't keep up, then my stream might just randomly go down. Hopefully it doesn't. But we YOLO around here. Man, I got that stupid song stuck in my head from that dumb meme video. I'm gonna be going through Waterloo here. Or driving through Waterloo. Probably gonna be a little slow. Yeah. So, as expected, guys, there's not gonna be any rotation on radar, nothing crazy like that. Got some crazy tree damage right there. Yeah, I guess we can do this while we're driving through here. Just kind of keep an eye out for tree damage and any other damage. The trees? Nope, that's just overgrown stuff. Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. You know, having a good time. This spontaneous live stream was just, you know, like the word spontaneous means, totally out of the blue. Why does this guy got to be turning as well? I was hoping to try to get out ahead of him. Especially because he's driving so slow. Can't complain, he's being safe. Alright, can't tell if that's more tree damage there. No, that's just like, that's got to be from something else. I assume that's what that other tree damage was for too. The way it's like all piled up like that. It would be from some other storm that came through. Right. Sorry, where are we again? Waterloo? Waterloo. Gonna have one or two things. In Waterloo, just got Lake Mills in the GPS. We're just kind of headed south there. Keeping ourselves up ahead of this storm a little ways and trying to keep our options open for if we want to go do something or go somewhere. But as of right now, the most appealing idea is maybe just to kind of make this a really short stream and to kind of turn around and just drive right into the thing. Get a view of what the beefiest parts of this storm look like. Kind of what they're doing. Because I don't see this thing, you know, getting any stronger or anything like that. So I'll kind of make that decision in the next like 4 or 5 minutes here. We're definitely not getting out ahead of it anytime soon, so that's kind of out of the question. I'm gonna turn onto Town Hall Road up ahead here. Let's see if that's a good high elevation spot. Maybe I can find like an opening or a clearing and get a view. Looks like it goes up this hill here on the left, so not that there's going to be much of a view to get, but can at least try, right? Maybe not. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Road looks like it just kind of goes into the woods here. Oh yeah, and then it goes downhill right away, so not going that way on second thought. Does look like to the west, near towards like the Sun Prairie direction, could be some strengthening of the storm, you know, faster winds, more lightning over there even. Yeah, if this storm's really going to start dying like it is right now, then probably worth it to turn around and drive through it sooner rather than later, huh? Alright, especially with everything being low on battery and stuff, I think I'm going to do that. Going to turn... Well, I'm kind of gaining on the shelf cloud up here, on the storm front of the storm. Going to take Lake Mills off the GPS, and let's put Fort Atkinson. Fort Atkinson. Nice cool looks there. A little overexposed. I mean, I'm trying to fix these overexposure issues, but yikes, okay. Don't quite know enough to mess with auto exposure versus manual. I know a little bit. I know the basics. That's about it. Alright, they severe thunderstorm warned the storm in our area for same thing, 60 mile per hour winds and non-existent hail. Alright, this road sucks. Holy crap, how long is it? It's not very long, okay. Definitely losing signal here for 30 seconds, guys. Be right back. There's no way I'm gonna keep signal through this road. And there's a tree down. Alright. And I don't have a chainsaw or sawzall on me, so turning around it is. Alright everyone, I'm thinking let's... Ow, so many freaking big branches. Alright. I'm turning around and I'm just gonna drive into the storm, I guess. So, like I said, I don't have all the power supplies and everything I'm supposed to have for streaming, so I can't really maintain a stream for very long today. And because of that, I am going to just drive into the beast, I guess. I'll try not to even talk a whole lot unless something changes, but get you guys some slight views of the storm, I guess. So I'm gonna let that tree down there kind of tell me what I'm doing, and let's drive into the thing. And it does look like it's weakening a little bit, so now's the best time to do that. Before it gets any weaker. Hi, Ellie. Ellie Marks. Appreciate having you. I feel like most of my audience has been out from, or like not from the US. Kind of out of country from other places and stuff. Kind of interesting. Wouldn't have thought that would be the case, but it seems like that's where most people are viewing from. At least most people that comment where they're from anyways. Holy cool looking kind of abandoned building right there. Didn't really slow down in time to look at it, but at least I think it's abandoned. I really hope no one lives in that building. Alright. Like total, what do you call this, whiteout condition? Can't see further than like 10-20 feet ahead of you at times. Pretty crazy. We're a good bit behind the gust fronts and like the front of the storm now, so winds aren't going to be quite as severe as how they would be. Very front, but lightning's picking up again just a little bit. Lightning somewhere. Alright. Looks like the live stream shouldn't have any issues because I'm in a town here, so I should have some pretty good cell signal. But I won't be able to read chat and stuff because my computer with the live stream on it is running through Starlink, which while I'm in like the heart of the storm here is not going to have a good signal. So things like chat and stuff might be dropping in and out for me. But just because that's happening, I don't think the stream should be affected too much by that. Going up. We're here for 30 seconds. Absolutely zero Starlink signal, and I do appear to have a weak-ish cell signal. Should be at least strong enough to do what I need it for. I gotta plug my phone in though. My phone's about to die. That's why I'm pulled over. My phone. Do a mobile hotspot. I'm gonna switch my computer over to a phone hotspot. Hopefully, that'll not work. Why is it not working? Come on. There we go. Voila. Holy cow, I really did miss a lot of chats. Sorry guys, I'm back though, so try to catch up on chat here. Oh, never mind, doesn't look like I missed too many. Hey Blondie, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Sorry, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties today. I had a power box, like an anchor box. I sent that back to get one of the input, like charging ports fixed, so I could use it, plugging it into my car cigarette lighter for to use it kind of like an inverter. For some reason that port's just been giving me tons of problems, so I sent it back and they're gonna fix it under warranty or send me a replacement. Problem is I sent that in a few days ago, so I don't have it. So a lot of my stuff that's normally powered by that is either just not being used, or I found an alternative power source, which isn't as good. So very short stream today. Kind of just, turned around and decided to drive into the heart of the storm kind of thing. Just because I don't think I'll be able to stream much longer. Running low on battery for my streaming setup and everything, so. Thought I'd drive into it, see if I can find a little bit of lightning. Not maybe, try to position myself going. I drive towards Madison area. Looks like it's kind of picking up over there a little bit. Keyword about that though is I might do that. But this whole storm, I mean, this gust front is just getting so much further and further out ahead of it. Whole thing's just a big rainstorm with a little bit of lightning and some wind gusts. Really nothing crazy, so just cruising. Also, I still have two modems powering, modems and Starlink bonded together, but I don't have my Wii boost set up, so my cell signal's not as strong as it normally is. That's another reason I'm having some issues. I think I'm going to do what I was going to do earlier, and that was turn left on a road right up ahead here. Just kind of sit there for a little bit and see if I can't still see a cell tower from up there. And oh yeah, you can see a cell tower. What are the odds the cell tower gets struck by lightning and we're looking at it? Think it's possible? Think it's going to happen? Stay tuned to find out. I'm surprised things like cell towers and stuff don't get struck by lightning more often. I mean, they're literally just big lightning rods, are they not? No. I will go. Wants me to go straight, as in keep going to the right. I'm going to turn left. And then there's a little tiny side road here, which, if I'm not mistaken, I can park on. Might be someone's driveway, actually. We got some nice gravel here. I can pull into the gravel. And we will wait patiently. We got cell tower straight ahead there. See if that gets struck by lightning. I doubt it. You don't hear about cell towers getting struck by lightning all that often, but it'd be cool if it does, right? And we'll kind of wait patiently and let these storms roll by. Talk about the future of what I'm going to be up to. So anyone that cares for that, feel free to stick around. Hope you all do. Cash App is only in the US. I do have a PayPal, however it's my personal one, so I'm trying to look into making a business PayPal account. So I'll possibly go that way. Otherwise I'll look into maybe just using my personal one. I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out slowly but surely. Holy cow. This person just like spam called me like 5 times earlier. Gee Louise. Alright, what was I gonna talk about? First thing I want to do actually before I start talking about stuff is I want to look at models again. You know, 'cause is this stuff supposed to... Is this it? Or is there going to be more behind it and more stuff later? So I thought everything was supposed to happen like 8 or 9 p.m. I didn't know that there's supposed to be stuff, you know, right now. Well, looks like this is it. We got some stuff to the east, kind of cruising this way. You know, as in like something just to kind of keep an eye on. I don't think it's anything like severe or anything, but I mean, like I just said, worth keeping an eye on. Which then, if that's the case, I can just potentially end the stream here if I have to for battery purposes or power reasons, and then start charging things up and then go live again later. I mean, that's one option I can do. Sorry. It looks like over Mazomania again, and then just north of Barneveld, where I was last month. Looks like that area's got a couple cells popping up that are more discreet and on their own. Looks like they're behind that gust front though, outflow boundary, so when it comes to severity, I don't think they're anything crazy. But, like I said, I will be keeping an eye on them. In terms of everything else, what does the last HRRR look like? Anything? HRRRs just look like crap. I mean, they do still show everything firing way later tonight, but clearly they're just, models are very, you can't use those at all today. They're just totally, like, I mean, wrong. You got like a little second wave coming through here quick, and then possibly go from there. Lightning is so confusing. Why is the storm ahead of me, but the lightning is behind me? Like 90% of all the storm stuff is ahead of me here. But yet, every time there's like a flash of lightning, it looks like the brightest spots are behind me. Now watch this, I'm going to turn around. Face the other way. On the wrong side of the road because I'm a rebel. I don't follow the rules. I'm above the rules. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Alright, now I'm going to face this way, and all the lightning's going to be where it should be, which is behind me. Just like that. I'm pretty sure that, literally, the second I said that, a strike right behind me somewhere. What's Hurricane Aaron up to? It's still not going to make landfall, I don't think. But I saw it's a Category 5 now. It looks like it'll potentially die down, I guess. Current predictions show it going down to a 4 and then a 3. So. if you look at like if you have a radar app and you look at it, you can kind of see the let's see, let me do this. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh wow, you can actually see the eye of the hurricane just slightly looking at the Puerto Rico. Is it Puerto Rico? There she goes. Yeah. Alright. No idea if this is going to work or not. Stand by. Should. Should be. So you guys can see right there, that's, you can kind of see the left, I guess, the front flank, left edge. I don't know, I don't really know hurricane terminology, but you can kind of see the outer rings of it are kind of skimming across Puerto Rico there, and then you can kind of actually see right where the eye of it really kind of would be, or where it is. Here, I can switch you guys back to this camera quick, and then I can animate that for you. All I can say about hurricanes, just for anyone curious, is that they are really big and they spin, and they can sometimes be very, very bad. That's about as far as my hurricane knowledge goes. So if anyone's coming here for hurricane information, I would recommend checking out some other sources that are not me. If you want tornado stuff, tornado information, or anything like that, I could help with that. But yeah, no, not hurricanes. Yeah, so there's everything animated. Oh, no? Oh, yeah. Because we're looking at it right. Yeah, my live stream's behind, that's why. So Hurricane Erin, as of right now, I don't believe it is expected to make landfall anywhere in the US. I can't speak about anywhere, like for sure, but so right now it looks like it should stay away from the US. Oop. So that's what Erin is up to. It's currently Category 5. That is the highest category. And then I mean, its current trajectory and everything else that I'm seeing looks like it's going to weaken and then continue its other path, other trajectory or whatnot. Before just a little bit. Nope. Not neutral. Drive. It's right here. And well, there we have it. That was our storms for the day. At least what happened there so far. Jump out, see if anything's visible. can't see anything, and ooh, maybe I caught that on live stream. Brief lightning strike there. Well, we are in a little break of the storm here, and it is, let me turn around again, because you can kind of see a break in the clouds over there, and oh my god, and you can see the lightning again. So what got me into storm chasing? I was very bored during COVID, and I watched a lot of YouTube, both before COVID and during. And I came across some storm chasers on YouTube. Those were probably like 2021 or so, kind of towards like the downgrade of COVID, when everyone was like taking their masks off and starting to go outside more, you know. And I just I thought it was interesting. I watched storm chasers on YouTube from then on, you know. Every storm season, you know, I watch a few live streams a week, and you know, I think it was Vince Willetti, Brandon Kopic, Corey Gherkin, you know, when they were together, their little trio. And then I watched a little bit of like the Dominator and some other chasers, a little bit of Connor Croft even, and all them. I'd kind of bounce back and forth, but I think Vince, Brandon, and Corey were kind of my three main streamers I watched. And just kind of, I don't know, thought it was interesting. I watched a lot of their stuff and figured, hey, I mean, that's a cool hobby to get into, right? So I just kind of went out and did it one day. Went storm chasing for the first time earlier this year. Kind of like a little hometown chase. Sometime in like, I think it was like, mid-February, maybe early March. And it was fun. Then my dad and I went down to Oklahoma for a few days of chasing. Sometime I think in like end of March or April. And it kind of stuck. I started looking into getting some live stream equipment, some things to, you know, start filming everything, taking video and everything, whatnot. And kind of all snowballed and led to where I'm at now. Looks like a part of the storm might be strengthening just to the south over by, I believe that's Stoughton, Wisconsin. Yeah. Down by Stoughton, north of Evansville. I am down to just 39% battery on my live streaming box, which is probably only about half hour to an hour of streaming. So we will see about that. I'm loving it. So I'm gonna be kind of going on a bit of a YouTube hiatus here. You know, I'll be away from YouTube for a few months during like kind of the winter and off season. If there's any storms like this, kind of just in Wisconsin, you know, this is my home state. I live in like dead center Wisconsin, so if there's anything in Wisconsin or within like a 3 to 4 hour drive of where I live, so kind of anywhere in Wisconsin or just like an hour or two into Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, I'll stream that maybe over the next few months. I don't think I'll do any snowstorm chasing, any winter chasing. But if there's anything, you know, November, December, I believe, is like a secondary storm season down in like Dixie Alley. At least I think that's what I've heard. I'll keep an eye on that. No promises. I don't know if I'll be willing to pay $600 for, you know, $600 a month or for a couple months of service for my internet to be able to stream and stuff while I only get a couple streams a month. You know, I'm gonna let my services expire here end of this month, and then I'll just renew them when I need them. But it's crazy expensive each month for each service. So as of right now, for the remainder of this season, this year, it's all kind of just a hobby. And then starting next February, March, my dad and I are both planning on, one, having his pickup truck set up for live streaming so that we can have like a full true setup in a bigger vehicle. You know, this car here is, it's fully set up for everything we need for streaming. It's just a little small for two people to, you know, be driving for, you know, weeks on end, if not longer or more. So we're gonna get his pickup truck set up the same way as my car, and then that way we'll be two of us to stream together. And like I said, starting next February, March, we're gonna take just a big, like, you know, at least those 2 months, and then once storm season really kicks off, I mean, we'll be out there, you know, April, May, June, you know, those 3 months when peak season's happening. So we've got the plan going. Everything's ready for that, but yeah. That's kind of what I'm up to. That's my plan, at least, for the future. All these storms around us, and yeah, and that storm over Stoughton could be big or strong enough to warrant something cool to happen, but I mean, just from where I'm at, I'm not gonna get there in time, and I don't have good enough, or I don't have all my supplies with me to be able to stream for that long. So fortunately, kind of just letting the stream slow down here. Still a few good views of lightning in the distance and stuff. Gonna sit here. I want to keep that radio or cell tower right there in the view of the camera whenever I can, because like, it doesn't make sense to me. Everyone's like, oh, the tallest object in metal gets struck by lightning the most. And you'd think, what is a tall object made of metal that seems like it would or should get struck by lightning? A cell tower, right? I mean, it makes sense. So anyway, I turned this way a little bit more because there was just a really, there we go. That was not the cell tower, but that's what we're looking for. Strikes like that. That was cool. The camera's still recording. It is. Holy crap, an hour and a half video. Sheesh. I'm gonna reset that. Alright. So I'll try to post something, like anything, while in Puerto Rico. I was just showing the Puerto Rico radar earlier. Actually, that might still be up. Nope, never mind. Yeah, I can show it again. Why not? So, if you are here for anything hurricane-wise, just know I know that hurricanes are big spinning storms that can be dangerous and very big and bad. That's about as far as my hurricane knowledge goes. I mean, I can show you the radar loop here real quick if you want to see. I'll show you what storms are going to be doing there. Alright, there we go. And should be on radar now. Correct. There we go. Yep, okay. Bit of a delay on my end from when it switches over, but so looks like the hurricane, I mean, I don't know enough to say like, oh, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be bad? Is it gonna hit anywhere? It looks like the outer rings of it, which I don't think are anywhere near as severe as, like, you know, the center of the hurricane, those might brush over Puerto Rico, or it looks like they're kind of in the process of doing that. But I mean, it looks like this hurricane's just gonna be a big tease. Like, it's just gonna kind of skid the edge of a lot of those islands down there, and then kind of stay off in the ocean. And every single model that I've seen shows this thing just continuing to take a right turn from today on out, so it should just slowly keep turning right and avoid hitting anywhere mainland, at least directly hit anywhere. So hurricane should not be too bad. However, nobody quote me on that, because I am far from a hurricane expert. No. I know there's other YouTubers that know way more than I do. You can look up, you know, when stream's done here in a little while, Evan Freiberger on YouTube. I'm giving him a bit of a shout out because, one, he knows a lot more about hurricanes than I do, and because he kind of gave me a lot of shout outs, so his information on the hurricane stuff that he's been posting should be pretty accurate. On the west coast, few showers, 5 inches of rain when all done. That sounds like what's gonna happen, yeah. Switch you guys back to the camera here. So, I mean, you guys haven't been given any warnings or anything, have you? In Puerto Rico, you know, nothing like, they're not expecting anything severe to hit. Because, I mean, I haven't heard anything. Five inches can cause some flooding, though, depending on topography. Yes, we're down to 30% battery for the video encoder. Should be good, at least for now. Got some clear skies coming in from behind. But yeah, so if anyone else is tuning in and is curious, we are... Where am I actually? I'm just... Camera, shush. We are just north of Waterloo, Wisconsin. We're looking south towards the storm that just went through. Looks like there's a couple little tiny showers trailing behind the storm that might go past us. Should stay off to our north. Pass us on the left here, but a couple small cells. Gonna be going through Middleton here real soon. Those don't look to be anything severe though, so should be good. I'm kind of just chilling. Got one nice lightning strike. Interested to see if we see any more from here. It's really kind of what we're doing, just sitting here. Then yeah, showing every now and again. Here's the, you can kind of see Hurricane Erin from the Puerto Rico radar site. That was not on camera, no. Well, it wasn't gonna be on camera anyway. I mean, camera wasn't looking that way, but just off to the left there, behind those trees. It's a nice little lightning strike. Keep looking this way, though. Keep looking this way. Get the feeling off to the left more for some reason. Might be the better lightning. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone stays safe today, but nothing really crazy or severe is going to happen that I'm aware of. I mean, we are in a 2% tornado threat here in Wisconsin, so something could happen. Seems unlikely, especially with how outflow dominant this little shelf cloud storm here is. I'm not seeing anything severe on radar right now. We're not really trying to stay out ahead of it or really chase this thing. We're kind of just letting it go past and see if we see any cool lightning. Mostly because I do not have all the equipment I need, so I'm running low on power. You know, don't have enough stuff to power everything I need to power. You know, WeBoost isn't on because I don't have anything to run that off of, and yeah. So, kind of just letting the stream wind down here, just kind of hanging out for a little bit. See if any cool lightning strikes come out of the blue every now and again. Could go further east, and then if there's that way I'm more in the clear air, clear opening, but it looks like all that stuff's coming my way anyway, so that'll be good. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just let all that clear air and clear stuff keep coming my way. Is that a lightning strike or just like a flash from the tower? Tell. Also, don't know where I keep putting darn filters. Never mind, I spoke too soon. I just found them. Let me see. So we have that overexposure issue, right? All that bright light there's kind of a little too bright. So let me grab an ND filter, and I know these are meant for pictures, like close-up pictures and mess with things, but I just want to see if they do anything for video. Alright, stand by. Alright, how about that? Did that fix anything? Change anything? Ooh, I think it did a little bit. Kind of just darken the whole image, so. Please use an adapter. What do you mean by that? I am using the power cord that came with it. What are you on about? Oh, because it's plugged into my car, I bet, so it doesn't like that. I assume that's why it's upset. All right. All right. Please tell me that was on camera. Alright, all the cool lightning strikes have been off to my left here, so I'm going to keep the camera pointing just a little bit further to the left. Ah, that was perfectly on camera. Nice. Well, if you want to go back 10 seconds, if you weren't paying attention or watching, that was a nice lightning strike. And if anyone's feeling up to it, feel free to look up, why does lightning not strike cell towers? Like, you always hear lightning strikes the highest or like the tallest thing, and it strikes metal, which is a cell tower is the tallest and a cell tower is the most metalist thing around, right? So it only makes sense that lightning would strike cell towers all the time. Unless there's some type of voodoo magic or something that keeps them from striking cell towers. I'm too lazy to look that up, so somebody look that up for me. You can see off to the right there, though, we got some nice clear skies coming in. Hopefully the clear skies there will kind of open up the storm here a little bit, get us a good view. They do get struck, but they set up to dissipate energy through the ground without causing damage. I mean, that makes sense. I figured they have to get struck a lot. But you'd think, I mean, there's a reason that there's lightning rods on top of tall buildings, because they get struck all the time. Because there is metal, and they're the tallest object. And I mean, that cell tower right there. Right. Give me 1 second. That cell tower right there. Right there. You'd think that's like, you know, by far the tallest thing within like probably a mile radius of it. And it's made of metal. And with those two things combined, you'd think that would be like just a massive lightning rod, and that would be the only thing getting struck by lightning anywhere around us. Damage to the tower. Grounding greens. Yeah. That part makes sense, I guess. Okay. Greens, not greens, okay. Like, am I the only one thinking that? You'd think if lightning was gonna strike anywhere within like a mile of that tower, it would only strike that tower. With it just being the tallest and metalist thing around. Most metallic thing. Whatever English word I'm looking for. Alright, probably sit here for another 5 minutes maybe? 5-10 minutes. And then the storm is now over Madison, that was over Middleton. And just does not look like anything severe, so Probably gonna call it here. We'll sit here for a little bit, sit here for a few more minutes. See if we get at least one more good lightning strike out of this storm. No, we had one, or we had two good lightning strikes on camera. Let's see if we can get a third. For anyone just tuning in, here is, you can start to kind of see the Hurricane Erin. This is the Puerto Rico radar site. So you can kind of see, looks like an outer edge or like an outer wall of it. You know, quick disclaimer, I am no hurricane expert. I know the absolute bare minimum about hurricanes. I know they're big rotating storms that are really big and can be very bad. That's about how far my hurricane knowledge goes, so don't at me about anything about hurricanes, because I don't know. Don't ask any questions. But for anyone that does know a little bit or is just curious, there is, you can kind of see the outer wall of Hurricane Erin. Looks like it'll kind of just graze Puerto Rico there and potentially some of those other islands in the area. But starting from kind of like today onward, this hurricane's just going to continuously make like a really big right turn over the next few days, and looks like it should stay out in the ocean pretty much. So this is a Category 5 hurricane right now, so don't go taking a boat into it. That would not be a good idea. But oh, hello. Sorry, I'm pretty sure this is just a driveway, so like it's one of those, like it's a road, technically this is a road, but it's a road to just be a driveway to like 2 or 3 houses. Anyway, if you do want to know more about hurricanes, Evan Freiberger, he's given me plenty of shout outs, so I might as well continue to shout him out for a while. He posts a handful of videos, at least over the last few days. He's posted a few about Hurricane Erin, so if you want to know more, you know, about likelihood of what it's going to do and stuff, go check him out. Otherwise, I mean, I can tell you that this thing's 1 in a million chance of it hitting land. Don't quote me on that. I'm just repeating what I think I've heard from other people. But that seems to be kind of the going theme with the hurricane right now, is it's already taken a right turn, like it's going to avoid the U.S. or really any major land population area. But that's just me repeating what I've heard from other people, so take that knowledge as you wish. Alright. Well, it's 5:22. I think I'll go another 7-8 minutes here until 5:30. And then start wrapping the stream up here. I think off to the right there's where more stuff would be. No. Actually, what I think I'm going to do a little outro here, kind of just wind everything down, and I'll probably mute the stream, and then at 5:30 I will end the stream. So stay here for a few more minutes, but I'll mute myself just a minute, so if anyone wants to stick around for a bit, you can. Otherwise, that's kind of all I got today. This was always going to be a long stream just because I don't have all the equipment I would need to stream longer, and because there's really nothing happening right now. These storms are all dying, and just not worth the time and gas money to stay out here, so. Absolutely, Allie. I'll be sure, I do have an Instagram account for the YouTube channel, same name, Weatherboy Wyatt, so I'll try to post some more kind of updates, you know, maybe once a week or every other week, kind of continuing to let people know what I'm up to. So if you want to follow the Instagram account there, you can. Otherwise, I mean, also try to post some things on YouTube. I don't want to just abandon YouTube for the next 4, 5, 6 months, so I'll try to post a thing or two every now and again. Can't promise you that there'll be anything interesting, and chances are they'll probably not even be weather related. There we go. There's a little bit of lightning there, I think. They'll probably just be super random, just off-topic things that come up. But like I said, I'm planning on going, or at least attempting to go full-time, at least give it a shot next year. So come like kind of February, March, Dad and I will try to live stream a lot. We'll try to get down south. We'll spend a few months straight just getting out there, doing everything we can, streaming every day if we have to, you know, depending on what storms are doing this next coming year, and kind of go from there, you know. I think the plan right now that we're trying to come up with is, the second storm season kicks off, we'll try to just be out for like 2 whole months straight, just nothing but hotels. We'll only drive home if we're kind of close to home, or if it looks like there's going to be a solid week or 2 of nothing happening. Alright, well, I was going to wind the stream down, but now we're getting some lightning here, so who knows, maybe I'll stay up for another few minutes, or like stay streaming for a few more minutes. We'll see. Yeah, so the current plan, February, March, somewhere around then, we will start streaming very consistently. We'll get out and we'll kind of make this like the... Okay, camera, you can zip it, please. Thank you. We'll try to just get out there, stream a crap ton, non-stop if we have to. I don't know, probably not non-stop, but start doing this somewhat full-time, and then go from there. I mean, once we get a bigger following on YouTube here, once we, you know, I hate to say this, but once we start making money off YouTube is really the goal. As of right now, this is just a hobby. I'm just streaming when it's convenient for me, just because I, you know, can't just be blowing money. Well, there you go. There's a nice, amazing lightning strike there for you. I'm gonna zoom in just a smidge. I can only stream when it's convenient for me, unfortunately, just because it's so expensive and a bit of a hassle. So until next season kicks off and I can just stream every day and get some really good footage, some high quality content out there, until then, I'm kind of going to be MIA for a little bit. So I do appreciate you guys sticking around, watching the stream right now, though. I mean, I really appreciate it, actually. It's nice to have you all here. Nice to know that I'm at least doing something right, I guess. And yeah, my dad and I are going to be really busy. We're going to be trying to make a lot of money this year to fund storm chasing next year by doing a new business we're setting up. We got a thermal drone, so if you're in the Wisconsin area, central Wisconsin, and you're a hunter, be on the lookout for a business called Wakefield Outdoors to kick off with a thermal drone. Start do some deer and animal recovery. So be on the lookout for that. So don't think there's anything else coming to mind to bring up, but probably, you know, I guess I didn't really finish what I was saying there. With that thermal drone stuff, I don't know if I'll post anything on YouTube about that, you know, any jobs we do or any content we make, but I might post a little bit of drone stuff just to, you know, make sure the channel doesn't completely die over the off season here for storm chasing. But it is that, or it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, so I'm down to 10% battery on my stream encoder and sender and whatever the heck else you want to call the thing. So yeah, right at 5:30 I'll mute my mic and then maybe sit here for another few minutes, just kind of organizing everything, and then I'll shut the stream down after that. So again, thank you to everyone who tuned in and stuck around for a while. Greatly appreciate it. If there's anything else over the rest of the month or before winter in Wisconsin, I will try to stream it. If there's any, the limit's kind of, it's got to be up a category, so like a 2% tornado threat. I will chase it if it's within state, like today. You know, if it's in Wisconsin, and every like threat up from there is another state away I'll be willing to go for the remainder of this year. So if there's a 5% tornado threat in Minnesota, Iowa, or Illinois, you can maybe see me go out and chase that. If there's a 15% or like a 15 hatched, or sorry, a 10% or like a 10 hatched area, I'll probably go out as far as like the Dakotas, Nebraska, Missouri, Dixie Alley area. So again, I'll keep you guys updated, you know, both on YouTube, Instagram, and stuff, kind of letting everyone know what I'm up to, what I'm thinking, and that sort of thing. So I think that's all I've got for you guys today. So everyone enjoy the rest of your afternoon, the rest of your evening and night, and I'll hope to see you guys in the future. So thank you all again for coming. Have a good one.